What's good, y'all? It's P here again with another tutorial. Again, Michael Petrie on Instagram, same thing on TikTok, except with the extra I. I had somebody ask me how I remove objects in some of the scenes that I shoot when I edit certain videos, music videos, things like that. And I'm here to show you. It'll be real quick, it's really easy, it's really fun. So let's hop into it. So right here, I do have a small clip from a previous tutorial. Basically, I was just demonstrating camera techniques, lenses, filters, that kind of thing, showing what the buttons do, simple stuff. The problem is that I had a battery charging in the background. Don't like it, don't want it. Focus should just be on the camera, what's going on, but none of the extra stuff. So this was actually a pretty easy shot. I shot it on the tripod, so it won't be too much work to do. But again, we're just trying to remove what's in the background with what's called content-aware fill. If you worked in Photoshop, anything like that, you've seen it before. Basically what the computer does, it analyzes what you select, then it analyzes the pixels around it and replaces it with what's around it. Let's hop right into it. So as usual, working with Premiere Pro and Adobe After Effects. Once you have your clip, you want to right click it and then come up here to replace with After Effects Composition. What that's going to do for you is going to actually open up After Effects. You want to save it as something you can remember. I'll call this one OBJ Remove Tutorial. Okay. Alright, it's going to open up your clip. And then what you want to do after that, you actually want to make a mask around what you want to be gone. Again, if your computer is not as fast, maybe if your RAM or GPU is not as great as others, you can always drop down your resolution. 30 is usually good, quarter's a little bit better. It'll pixelate everything, but you can actually have an easier workflow. Now what we want to do, we want to highlight this layer. We want to click our pen tool or hit just the letter G to select the pen tool. And what we want to do is make a mask around what we don't want. So we're going to use our scroll wheel to scroll in. We're just going to create a simple mask. Boom. Halfway done. Now what you want to do is click on our layer, click M to pull up our mask, and then we actually want to just leave it on none so we can see what we're doing right now. After that, if you have any movement in your shot, you want to actually keyframe this mask to follow what you don't want. So the way that you do that, you want to keyframe the mask path by bringing the playhead to the beginning of the timeline and then hitting the stopwatch. It's going to make a keyframe for you. You can move forward in time, and you can actually just move this mask around if you need to. Certain points, if you just need to make it grow, shrink, curve, anything like that at all. And you can drag forward a little bit more, say it moved again, but you want to pull this out, bring this up, maybe this down, anything like that. All right, so once you have your mask, you can see it's animated with the keyframes that we made. Once you have your mask, you can come back over here to none and change the mode to subtract. And then you want to come over here on the side to your content aware fill. If you don't see, you always just go to your window and then you can click right here and it'll pop up on the side for you. As far as the settings go, you want to keep the alpha expansion to 5. The fill method will be an object, and then you want to go ahead and generate your fill layer. Click that, again, depending on your computer speed, it may take a while, it may be quick, but I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so that fill layer went ahead and finished generating. What you want to do now is click on your composition, and just that easy, it's gone. You can scroll through, the mask still moves, you can just unclick the mask, and there you go. Again, about that Adobe Dynamic Link, once you go back into Premiere Pro, same thing happens. What we can do is go ahead and render this out real quick. Alright, so once it finishes rendering, you're good to go. Everything has transferred over to Premiere Pro. That object is gone in the background. Maybe we can do another tutorial, but again, if you want to get fancy, you can always do the same thing for the reflection. If you have any of those or any shadows. As far as any harsh edges, you can just go back into that mask and adjust that feather so it blends with the other pixels. Again, I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you have any other questions, comments, anything like that, drop me a link, let me know. I'll definitely get back to you. Please like, subscribe, follow, and I'll see y'all on the next one.